Couple days away from a triple header right here on NFL Network, breaking that down. Dak Prescott on the injury report ahead of this huge,
a little bit
pivotal NFC East showdown. Welcome to Good Morning Football. We are presented by Intuit QuickBooks. Couple of friendly faces here at the breakfast table. Our GMFB weekend family. Mike Robinson is here, and Rob, and Mike Garofolo.
Cheesy, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's get it, man.
Little weekend in your week.
How are we feeling? How's the season going so far for you guys?
It's awesome. A lot of traveling for me.
Yes.
Don't get me started on my travel.
I'm not. Listen, look, Dak. You know, nobody's 100% this time of year. Mike Rob's playing hurt. Might have had some travel issues yesterday, but he's plowing through.
MVP.
Good old boarding group C, huh, Mike?
Yeah,
Nothing like it.
something like
it's
that.
6 days till Christmas, but it's 2 days till football Christmas. We got a triple header right here on NFL Network. So let's talk to some of the people who are going to be playing in this game. How about this guy? His defense has to stop Jameis Winston, a red-hot Jameis Winston. That's DJ Reader of the Houston Texans. We will talk to DJ. We will talk to Reader. He has a name like he likes EDM and LeVar Burton. It's a great name. Guess who else? A guy who's going to have to stop Tom Brady right here on NFL Network.
Oh, who's
Two-time Pro Bowl linebacker, the one-man gang, Lorenzo Alexander.
That's my dog. Yeah.
That's your dog?
Yeah,
That's your guy?
good people, man.
Such a
Great
good guy. Universally respected. Let's see if he can go get Brady. And how about this? We got the triple header on Saturday. So what holiday tradition will you be shirking? Will you be abandoning to watch football all day? Is it another ironic Christmas sweater party, one of those? Whatever it is, ditch it, destroy the remote. Football all day Saturday, we'll get in.
I have all sorts of Polish traditions I
You
would
do?
like to throw into the wind to watch football instead. We'll get to that. You'll have to fill us in with yours at GMFB. It's time for the lead block.
Lead block.
Let's get it.
Let's talk about what's going on in Philadelphia this weekend. Eagles hosting the Cowboys. QB Dak Prescott did appear on the injury report with a right shoulder issue. Here's what his head coach, Jason Garrett, had to say about Dak's status at practice just yesterday.
Dak banged up his shoulder in the game. Happened early on in the game, so he'll be somewhat limited today in practice. Yeah, they did an MRI, and everything seems to be okay, but he just banged it up, and it's hard for him to function right now, so don't anticipate him throwing much in practice today.
Make sure everything is as right as it can be by game time. Dealt with some AC joints, and they're tough. I couldn't imagine having to throw with it, so I mean, but I know Dak, I know his toughness, I know he'll play.
Can't understand.
Well, let's look at the playoff picture first. The Cowboys currently do hold a tiebreaker over these Eagles for the NFC East lead. They can clinch the division title. Yeah, with a win on Sunday. Just an easy breezy win. Just a regular day of football. A win puts the Eagles in the division lead. They would still need a win over the Giants or a Cowboys loss to the Redskins week 17 to lock up the NFC East crown. Here's what's the Prescott thing we got to talk about here.
Yeah.
Because when I hear Jason Garrett say he banged it up and it's hard for him to function, that worries me. You were a quarterback at Penn State. What do you think when you hear something like that?
Yeah, and then when you heard Ezekiel Elliott talk about possible AC joint. Okay, I've had an AC joint issue before, and it's very painful. All right, you feel like your shoulder's broken. You feel like your clavicle snapped and all of those things. But a lot of times guys feel like they can hurt it more. But they can't, you know, they just can't hurt it as much. But it is hard to throw during the week with the AC joint sprain. You don't want to land on it. You want to lift your arm above your shoulders or anything like that. So it would be some type of functionality issues with Dak Prescott. But look, check this out. This team found out their identity last week. Both backs over 100 yards. Both backs have almost 300 yards combined. So when you talk about this team and this offense moving forward, just lean on what you are, those running backs, this offensive line, and I think Dak will be fine.
Guys have missed games with this before. Guys have also played through it before. I mean, it depends on the...
He'll get a shot.
Well, he's already playing with
He'll get a shot.
playing with a wrist and an index finger already to his right hand.
Yeah, so Jimmy Garoppolo missed a couple of games, I believe, with the Patriots when he had it. Couldn't even put a sweatshirt on the week leading up to the game. He had the one arm, just wouldn't even go in there. Eli Manning had it in his third season or fourth season, and the Super Bowl season, and wound up playing through it when they said you might be out for a month here. So this is no joke of an injury, but it is something that you've got to believe he's going to do everything possible. I'll put it to you this way. I was in Philly yesterday.
Okay.
I said, hey, there's rumors out there. He's pretty banged up. Everybody's like, no chance is he going to miss this game. So that's the Eagles.
There's more to that. I mean, there's truthers out there.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, Zeke just lets it slip, and Garrett's a little forthright. A couple other teammates who talk. There's the rope-a-dope theory here that now there's my shoulder, 400 yards. Like there's something to inquire about it. I don't necessarily do, Mike, but all of the Eagles fans are like, we're not buying this. We're not getting fish hooked by this. Dak is fine. Do not suck into it. I heard, though, his back is hurting from carrying the team all year. So, Mike, I don't know if you have any information on that. I think he hit it right. The vision of Pollard and Elliott running roughshod, it reminded me last year of Gurley and C.J. Anderson doing it against the Cowboys. Watch out for tandems this time of year. Very dangerous.
And Kyle Brandt yesterday famously said that the Cowboys should win this game.
They should.
Over the Eagles. I think a lot of people would agree with that. Actually, with your thoughts. Dak is 5-1 in his 6 full games.
Yes.
Full games played up against this Eagles squad. And we'll see who takes the East after Sunday. But on Saturday, we have a triple header. So let's go from the NFC East to the AFC East. It's the Bills taking on the Patriots. I want to go right to that middle game, Emra, because you especially made a big-time Bills prediction way early in this season. Let's let you flex after this.
Right now, I got the Buffalo Bills winning the AFC East.
Damn! Whoa! Get it again, nice and clean.
You've heard it right here. The Buffalo Bills will win the AFC East. What's the date? June 3rd? Let's get it, Buffalo.
Buffalo Bills. I love it. Let's not forget, they're only 2 seasons removed from a playoff team under McDermott. I believe in Josh Allen. I believe in the defense. I think they're going to do just enough to grab a very precious wild card in a loaded AFC. Western New York, see you in the playoffs.
They've done more than just enough. They took down the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. They take down the Steelers in primetime on Sunday night. And if they beat the Patriots, they do take the East. So how do they do it?
I was diet prediction, Mike. You went full wild card. You went division.
Yeah,
a different deal.
And they do have a chance, right?
Yeah.
Kyle Allen has to continue to take care of the football, man. He can't do what he did in that first matchup, throwing 3 interceptions, just giving the ball to the other team. Take what the defense gives you. You never go broke taking a profit. Jeezy, what I talk about every Saturday. Just listen to some Zen music. Calm down a little bit, Josh Allen, and you put your team in a great situation. Tom Brady already has issues versus this defense, guys. And look, it wasn't that big of an epiphany, okay? Look at what they did in the offseason. They took care of the line of scrimmage, brought in Frank Gore, drafted Motor out of FAU. Come on, man, this team is loaded. Let's
go. They added a couple
Mm-hmm.
pieces, too.
They have. But I've seen teams do that, and then it doesn't come to fruition.
McDermott, though.
Well,
Jets added a bunch of pieces.
now.
Okay. So exactly. A lot of teams add pieces, and I understand what you're saying up front, but they made the right moves, and they made the right moves for the guys that not only what they're doing from a football standpoint, but also from a culture standpoint. The culture is correct, and that's why, yes, you have to give Sean McDermott credit for what he is doing. He's a remarkably consistent guy, and that's what you ask from your head coach. Different head coaches are going to have different philosophies. Be consistent. This guy might be as consistent as it gets.
I think we underestimate what he did bringing the Bills team to the playoffs 2 years ago with a Tyrod Taylor team that was middling at best. This guy changed the culture there after 20-some years. This guy had a 15-1 Panthers team. He's not a big personality. We don't talk about it much. McDermott is a hell of a coach, and that's what this is all about.
Why should I think that Josh Allen's going to go there and throw 4 picks? He hasn't done that in the last 9 weeks. Who's playing better, the Bills or the Patriots? Over the last month or so, the Buffalo Bills have played better football.
Yeah, over the last
Devin
month.
Singletary didn't play that first time that they played. Frank Gore got all of the work. So if Singletary can help balance things out and give Josh Allen a little more focus, I think the Bills can win this game.
Oh, trust me, I'm picking them. I'm already. We haven't even had the pick segment yet, right? I'm picking the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to just go ahead and say that. But it's really just Josh Allen. And again, I think we saw last week when they were playing the Baltimore Ravens, he was on Total Access and he said, look, this isn't a big game. That was him psyching himself out so that he doesn't get in his mind that it's a huge game, so he doesn't throw it 50 yards down the field to the other team. Again, just don't turn the football over. Give your team a chance. Look, guys, it was only a block punt that was the difference in this game in the first game.
I just can't get. I mean, this team the entire season. We're waiting for that signature win that's going to stamp the season and say, no, these are not your father's Bills.
It wasn't
That was
Dallas.
Sunday night.
It wasn't Dallas.
See, but that's the
Pittsburgh.
problem. It was at the time, and now you look back, and all of a sudden they reeled off a couple.
hear what you're saying.
In Pittsburgh, it's Duck Hodges. I'm not hating.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes, you are.
No.
Those are playoff caliber
Mayor.
teams.
No, Mr. Mayor of Buffalo. I'm not.
They're playoff caliber teams,
But
Jeezy.
no.
Who cares? The Patriots go up against good competition and lose every time. The Chiefs, Texans, Ravens.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, this is not your dad's Patriots team either. But this could be the one. I'm not hating. I'm saying this could be the one where you will
It should
finally
be.
get people.
If
like
not now,
me.
when, Mike? Right? This
That's
is the
true.
one.
Saturday.
This is the one. And
Middle
listen,
game of
the answer to the
triple
question
header.
of like Josh Allen's been really good for 9 weeks. He hasn't played the Patriots defense for 9 weeks, and this is a different ball game. But I look at this as a positive. That last game, Josh Allen was kind of a mess, all right? The Bills had 4 interceptions. They got a punt block, and their star quarterback got knocked out of the game. And they lost by 6
And they
points.
barely lose.
They were right. Matt Barkley almost took this thing, and I mean that.
So right.
I think they're better. I think they're more mature. But it's just so psychological. You get in a close game with the Patriots, and you're like, oh my God, we're going to beat the Patriots, and then you're asleep. The Bengals did it last week. The New York Giants did it. They were going to beat the Patriots. So it's just so much composure we need from a really young team. Because I've seen the teams have the Patriots on the rope, and then they're looking for their mouth guard, and they're
Gotta
knocked out.
finish.
Gotta finish it.
It is.
4 quarters.
All I'm saying is the Bills have won 4 or 5, and the Patriots have scraped together 3 wins barely in the past.
But hey, you know when they're challenged, they come to play. So.
Don't you have a lot of friends in New England?
I love New England. I love Chase Winovich. I love you. I love your family. I love everyone. But it doesn't seem like the right year right now for those
doesn't.
Patriots.
Sums it off.
They'll probably win. I'll be in the documentary. Big game on Saturday. They are the meat of the sandwich right smack dab in the middle of it at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. But it all kicks off on a pirate ship with Smee and Captain Hook, otherwise known as Kyle Brandt and Kay Adams, Texans at
He's
Bucks.
not joking. We're going to be on a pirate ship.
Really?
Yeah, for
Really
real.
are. We haven't picked our. We have to talk about the outfits.
All right.
Rams at Niners to wrap it up at 8:15 Eastern. It is a triple header, triple action, triple the touchdowns, and your fantasy playoffs. So stay tuned on NFL Network. Coughlin out. The Jags making a huge move in the front office, and we've got a 2-time Pro Bowler joining us ahead of a huge game against the Patriots. Your boy.
So, let's get it.
Good morning.